do is...
Recently, we've discussed that GPS devices are already in your phones, but many of them are not fitted with RFID tags. Well, that's all changing. We just read you that latest article, but this one is called Tetherball. Tetherball first in U.S. to deploy RFI-based mobile loyalty program that solves the measurability puzzle in mobile marketing. Most important, our RFID-based solution, which works on any mobile phone, eliminates fraud and allows our clients to measure the performance of their campaigns with pinpoint accuracy via real-time validation and reporting. Brands are looking more reliable mobile solution that is easy to deploy and delivers measurable results. And our solution does both with exceptional results. And again, this is about tracking, tracing, and databasing even more of your life. See, the RFID tag, the way they're able to do it with the phone is all your text messages, your phone conversations, your web surfing on the phone is going out there. Now, with this RFID chip, it won't be just, okay, there's a phone number there. With the RFID tag, they'll know exactly who's using the phone. They'll have the medical records. It'll all be part of this new IBM smart grid that they're building. Remember, you're an informed customer, and you care about the environment. You're ready to sacrifice and use less for a better tomorrow. Personally, I'm not ready to sacrifice and use less. That's brainwashing techniques that have no place in the free world. All right, we're going to start this clip, and we're going to start it at the point where the young boy is scanning in his own gear. And remember that this kind of technology did exist, but they're taking it to a new level right now where it has biometric capabilities of facial recognition and voice recognition on top of that. And the motion sensor of your body is simply incredible. All right, hit the clip. Mother and daughter playing soccer. We can't play the clip because Jerry can hit play. Just crashed. Of course it just crashed. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas where the computers don't want to work like I want them to. Just totally crashed. Unbelievable. All right, we'll reload it. Hey, I understand, Jaron, you like to sabotage the show. I understand. Oh, do we have it now? All right, play it from the beginning. Make it big. We'll show the introducing a new way to play, and he's fighting the Japanese sensei. No controller required. And folks, if you're watching, it's just that small little device with the green light that's the controller, making you the controller.
More, Ian. Yep, let's do it.
Now, I'll admit, this looks fun. I love Mortal Kombat. I like Street Fighter. I want to do this. I am the controller. Yeah, I'm dodging punches. It's uppercut town. It's a big kick to the face. I want to do that. And now families together, you're not only racing, but your dad's ready for a pit stop. That's right, he's going to be able to take your tires off and rotate them like that. See, here it comes. Oh no, the tires need to rotate. See, the family's together, everybody's loving one another. We don't have dinner together. We don't sit down and care about what each other are doing, but we can sure change a virtual tire. I mean, listen, it is pretty crazy looking. It looks appealing. This is going to be a big Christmas seller, I promise you this. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised this is the #1 Christmas gift in the country and maybe even the world this year. Very possible. What kid doesn't want to be Godzilla with your whole body and ruin a city? I used to play the game Rampage. Rampage was the game, and you could either be basically a King Kong type character or a Godzilla type character. And then there was another third lame monster, but I would never be that one either. You know what I'm talking about, right, Paul? Yeah, I was into that as a kid, back in the arcade game days. See, mom and daughter are bonding. It's not just over, period commercials anymore. They're playing soccer with their Xbox. Oh, did I say that on the air? I did. And here it is, biometrically scanning your own gear. But really, that isn't even the important part. But here it is, the Minority Report type thing. Moving your hands, stopping it there, saying, that's what I want. And again, it's using your body. It looks, again, very appealing. You're skating like Tony Hawk. You're the hero more than ever. It's not just you pressing buttons anymore. It actually depends on your motion. So here it is where it's like the Jetsons. She walks in, she wants to go talk to her girlfriend. Facial recognition. Yeah!
Hey, so did you get a dress for the party yet? No. Oh my gosh, it's in a week. Here, you have to see the one I found for you.
See, she shows the dress, and she's using her little virtual hand. It's already scanned her in. And now she just reaches over and puts the dress on. Yeah, it's a party. It's almost like you're at the prom.
I love it. You should get it.
Yes, you do love it. And then here it is, the voice recognition. Everybody's playing a Jeopardy type game.
For 500 points, what is the answer? Ian Dixon.
Millard Fillmore.
Voice recognition, just unbelievable.
Correct.
All right, we're done. Go check out the whole clip over at the Infowarrior.com. Still one of the top stories over there. Let's jump to Dan in Alaska. Dan, how you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing awesome. That's just sickening. You know, I already let my kids play video games an hour, half hour a day, maybe, depending on whether or not they bug me. But there's no way I'm going to leave the Xbox connected to the internet.
Yeah, no kidding. No, you know what? And that's the really crazy thing is that people don't realize they're putting a spy device in their home with it connected 24/7 in your living room, more than likely. It's probably not going to be in your kid's bedroom. Go ahead.
What? The laptops and the cell phones aren't bad enough. Now we got to, make it even further.
Well, let me say this. The laptops and the cell phones don't have inherent voice recognition or facial scanning recognition software. That would have to go through a third-party software, but this thing does. That's what's really scary.
I wanted flying cars for the new millennium.
The flying car exists, right, Dan? It doesn't.
Absolutely, yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, it's great.
It looks kind of goofy, but it's there.
Yes, it does, and it's really expensive. But I really encourage my children to get out in the outdoors and play and be a child, not a idiot. But, hey, man, the last few times I've had you on the line, I've never been able to get this question out to you. You always talk about I'm going to change it up in a minute, the pandemic levels.
Yeah.
And how level 5 is forced inoculation and level 6 is martial law. I cannot find that spelled out on the net. Can you give me a search engine?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Hold on. I'm trying to think. It's the Pandemic Flu Planning PDF. Now, if you type in Pandemic Level Flu Planning, Infowars.com, it should be the first and most important story, and then there's a link to the actual PDF file. Alex cleaned out the entire office, and it really did need to be cleaned out. I don't have the thing in it, but I know that it's in subsection 1.5.1, where if they declare a full level 6 pandemic, then it's forced quarantines, compulsory vaccinations, off-site drugs. They can take your property and use it as makeshift hospitals, FEMA camps, no individual human rights, and that's just spelled out in one paragraph.
Sickening. Now, I got another question for you. Dude, I'm constantly on the internet, fighting this war along with you guys. I'm going to ask you a personal question, if you don't mind.
Sure, go for it.
When you're sitting down on a computer in the morning, drinking your coffee, your whatever you drink, what sites do you hit on a regular, daily basis for your information?
Reuters.com. I go to Reuters. Reuters is probably, Reuters.com is Reuters, and that's just an open news line. It's an open news wire. 4/5 of the stories I have, I'll show them to you right now. Have the little Reuters logos, and they're basically the base stories most of the other newspapers pick up. They either pick up this or the Associated Press, and the Associated Press stories, quite frankly, their website is not as user-friendly as Reuters, so I don't tend to go there. Then after I go there, I'll surf usually UK, because most of the stories on Reuters that are national stories are already over at Fox and MSNBC, and those are kind of a waste of my time at that point. So then I'll go to the European news centers, and for instance, the only European story that I really found of any significance today, there was two of them. One just because, and I haven't covered it yet, because they're covering basically trivial scandals. For instance, one of these top politicians over there used taxpayer money to get pornography in a hotel. Who cares? Sure, it shows a level of corruption, but a very minor level at that, and that's the big scandal. And then the other one that I pulled up is DirecTV CEO rejoins News Corp as Murdoch's second in command. Chase Carey's appointment means the media mogul's 35-year-old son and heir apparent will have to wait longer to prove himself in the company's operations in Europe and Asia. Basically, he hired an old employee that's been running DirecTV for a while, so I thought that was interesting. And, I thought I'd look into Chase Carey, because obviously if he's working with Rupert Murdoch, there's something to that. But I go to those. Somewhere. Yeah, I go to the European sites, and then if I've got time, I'll hit Fox News up, I'll hit MSNBC.com up, and that sort of thing. If I'm looking for actual news archives, like a specific hearing or anything like that, I usually go to the C-SPAN archives if I want the video. They have a pretty good flash archive at this point. CSPANarchive.org, I think it is, or you just type in C-SPAN archive, and you can pretty much go through the last 30-plus years of their shows, and I'd say at this point about 50 to 60% of them are up there in flash, and you can see the raw hearings. So there's a ton